Truth back on. What's good, my people? Now shout out to B Now, my latest VIP subscriber at the Patreon. Always much respect to all my supporters. We're gonna get into some things here. We're gonna talk about, the world disruption, and it start right here with the Donald Trump that they put in power right here in America. Now they're telling you that Trump administration basically accidentally sent a text about war plans. We're going to talk about it a little bit because a lot of people will see this and just take it for a joke, but we know exactly what it is. Part of the eruption of the world right here. And all the world around you gonna be supposed to be in some kind of beef. Do you understand what I'm saying here, people? All of these countries gonna act like they're at war. This is what you're gonna call the real world war. They're gonna play like they have some kind of indifferences. So these countries and these people can't really, the people can't go to these countries. Do you understand what I'm saying here, people? They're going to keep everybody at bay, and that's the reason why they got all of these agendas on the table. I'm going to show you. Just make it run.
This just in, editor-in-chief of The Atlantic, Jeffrey Goldberg, says he was accidentally texted war plans.
Yes, and of course it's a Goldberg. All of them full of trickery and the masses. Listen, accidentally send war plans. What kind of war plans, people? This is bullshit. Like I tell you, they're always talking about, paperwork with secret on it. And so for some reason, this paperwork get out there and now, classified documents out there where it can affect America. Now they're telling you it's text messages, people. What a dumb shit for the masses. And they're trying to tell you that these government people use the same texting shit or the apparatus that you use to text. And that's why they got busted right here with the war plan. Pay attention to this bullshit.
Literally just received this piece from The Atlantic.
And where did you get it from?
Goldberg writes, U.S. national security leaders included me in a group chat about upcoming military strikes in Yemen.
Upcoming military strike in Yemen. And you put that in a fucking group text, people? This is dumb shit. And what did I tell you about those messages? They're not safe. And this is the reason why they're going to expose it right here. Like I said, none of those messaging platform is actually safe. They're trying to lead you on to these apps. An app is worse than the phone system. Do you understand that right there? Yes, people, if you use an app, none of those messages that you send out is going nowhere. They're going to always be there for these people to see. That's what you need to understand. That's why they tell you China and hack American phone companies so you won't send message to the regular phone company. No one send text message no more to your phones of server. Now you're sending it to WhatsApp, and these are the apps that they put together. It's to destroy the masses. That's what you need to understand. Those apps gonna keep your info. Don't be thinking you're the only one who's seen a message that somebody sent you. They're talking about encrypted message. They're full of shit. Right here, they're exposing that none of those messages is safe, even though this is a hoax.
I didn't think it could be real, and the bombs
of course
started
it's not
falling.
Real.
CNN's Alex Marquardt joins us now live. And Alex, this piece came out literally in the last few minutes.
Of course it's a piece.
I haven't been able to read through all of it, but this seems like something out of a farce, like out of a comedy.
You hear that, people? Sound like something out of a comedy? That's what it is, what you think Donald Trump is. A damn comedian on the world stage. A former actor. What you think it is? I shouldn't say farmer because he's performing an acting job, and you're right now in the White House. You're dumb or what? This is what they plan. All of it is American destruction, and the rest of the world gonna follow suit. Pay attention here.
Stunning on so many different levels. I understand why Goldberg didn't believe it was real, because it is just shocking
didn't believe
in
it
several
was
different
real.
ways. Goldberg was added to a Signal chat
A Signal
with
chat.
some of the most senior...
And that's one of them that they're pushing, people. The Signal chat. They're trying to tell you that these places is good, these apps is good for you to send message on, and now they're telling you even the high-ranking government people got busted using it. What a fucking joke for the people.
Security members of the Trump administration.
Wow.
Signal is a messaging app that is encrypted.
It's
Probably
encrypted.
why these officials...
Why they use the word encrypted? They tell you it's encrypted, and that's the reason why they're using it. But it still get out there, people. Like I don't tell you, no app is encrypted. They're just tricking the masses, so you use these devices. Like I said, these apps and these things to capture you, people. That's what it is. There's no way you have any privacy anymore. They're showing you the route where you're gonna be exposed and tell you that's the way you keep secret. It is bullshit. All these people now exposing themselves on WhatsApp. They send anything and they say anything, but they're scared that it's supposed to be phone server. They don't want to send no message to there. They don't want to talk on there. It's a stupid shit. They trick you. They trick you into using these things that the government own, and that you're not gonna get away from it, people. An app, it keep everything that you put on it. It will never go anywhere, even if you so-called delete it from your end. That's the reason why they reroute you to an app to send messages. I ain't playing. That's the reason why you get free messaging and phone call from those apps. Nothing free. It's data is the reward, people. Your data. Listen.
Thought that there could have a discreet conversation on there, but on it, they in this chat that Goldberg was a witness to. They talk about the planning for the recent bombing of the Houthis that started on March 15th.
It's a bullshit, people. It's 100% bullshit. So yes, all of these politicians and government people on this app talking and discussing war crime. This is stupid shit for the masses, but bomb the Houthis. All of them shits is fakery. There is no damn Houthis, people. It's a fake terrorist organization that they put together like they always do. But Hamas and all of these groups, it's all made up, people. The Hezbollahs of the world is all made up to scare the peoples. And don't worry about it. Part of your destruction is you believing in terrorists. Because when you believe in them, now you accept anything they bring in the name of damn terrorists. Oh, it's because terrorists and we need to save you. That's why we strip you naked when you're going to the airport and you have to take off all your damn clothes and shoes. You have to expose your whole belly, let them look to you and all, because you believe in terrorists. Why did you accept these things, these injustice done to you? Because you do believe in terrorists. And that's how they got us right here.
They talk about
no more secrets.
Current intelligence assessments. There's a full-on debate among these officials about whether they should carry out this bombing.
It's bullshit.
And these are conversations.
Yeah. And all now, people, even now, they still don't commit the bombing against the Houthis, but the Houthis didn't hear. They didn't get that news that everybody's scattering all over the place, that it leaked. So they still got it in mind. Oh, yeah, we might still bomb them. They already know. Like I say, people, it's a TV show. Not only a TV show, it's a comedian. It's a comedy show, people. That's what they're doing right here on the masses. What a dumb shit. So yes, the Houthis, they're on deaf ears. They can't hear you. They can't see these programmings that America putting on with this supposedly bullshit that they're giving you right now. But all of these things leak with bombing of the Houthis. What a joke for the masses.
That could be in violation of the Espionage Act. Now, this group was started, it looks like, by the National Security Advisor Mike Waltz, who called it the Houthi PC Small Group. PC refers to Principals Committee. The principals of the administration are the senior-most officials. And among that group of senior officials, you have the National Security Advisor, the Vice President, the Secretary of Defense and of State, the Director of National Intelligence.
They're all fakers of the masses. None of them is real. All of them here to bring you down in destruction with all these fake drama that they're giving you with the world. You best understand, it's not just America and Yemen and these other places, the whole wide world. The whole wide world gonna be in shambles. And that's the reason why they put the Donald Trump right there. Why you think he's there? To disrupt the whole wide world. Move. Take
Senator,
a look at this.
I'm not going to get into the
Why are
specifics.
you going to get into this?
Remember, people, they're talking about the same leaked texts with the Houthis. Donald Trump and his peoples discussing bombing the Houthis. Take a look at this now. They have it on the floor right there. Capitol Hill style. So there you go, people. Senator grilling them right here. What you think? All of it is a show, people. A damn show they running on the masses' brain. Nobody really get it. Pay attention to this right here. They claim that the text go up, and people get to see it or whatever. It's a violation, but take a look at the big show that they're putting on right here, people. What is this for? Why is this necessary? Take a listen.
Specifics. Is it because it's all classified?
Because this is
Nothing
currently
is
under
classified.
review by the National Security
Because
Council.
it's all classified? If it's not classified, share the text now. My communications, to be clear, in a signal message group were entirely permissible.
They have to keep reminding the people that it was Signal, one of those messaging app that they was pushing on you when they tell you that the phone system get hacked. Listen.
And lawful, and did not include classified information.
Well, we will make
classified
that determination
information
because if it's not classified, share the text with the committee.
And you're hearing intelligence leaders sparring with senators about the chat on an app that involved
Look at them people, all of them dressed up in these suits. I guess these are the ones who they're grilling. Pay attention to this fake shit right here, people. Nothing about it real. All of it is a show for the destruction of the world.
Security and a journalist and officials with the administration. That chat is now under the microscope.
Although the Signal app, as it's called, is considered secure, there is fear classified information may be compromised. Vinay,
what is classified, people, if they're discussing it on a damn Signal app? There is nothing classified there, people. It is bullshit. There is nothing classified. Why wouldn't they discuss it in person? Why they would do it on the damn Signal app, people, about bombing some terrorist group. It is bullshit. Don't buy into it. Listen.
Juan has a story from D.C.
The CIA director confirmed before Congress today that he was on that text chain.
Wow,
the group was
CIA
discussing
people.
plans and timing.
The CIA people, the one that created the dark web so they can elude the masses. The same people who create those network people where you can hide on. They're the one who was on Signal exposing themselves. Why you believe that? The government people, they own everything, people. What you don't understand? The people who put them on give them access to those technology. So of course they don't have to be, exposing themselves on a damn Signal app. What's wrong with the dumb people here? They have network that they beyond that you don't know about. They would never mention it, period. You think they can create a signal on these things for you and they have to be on it also? It's bullshit. Wake your ass up with a bam.
U.S. military strikes at the Houthis in Yemen.
What a joke
they
for
were
the
using an app called Signal.
What
it's
a joke.
considered more secure than texting.
You see, it considered more secure than texting. What did I tell you, people? They sell you that narrative and you buy it. Like I don't tell you, none of those apps is safe. It's worse than the phone company when you send a message to there. Do you get it or not? Don't let them fool you with this encrypted bullshit. All of those things is exposing the masses. Those data will never go away. And who gonna have access to the data? The same government people own you here.
People say it could be hacked.
If this information had gotten out, American lives could have been lost.
Wow, American life could be lost. So listen, people. One thing behind this story that you need to take in. Now the Americans have a problem now because since they claim the Americans was gossiping or planning, sharing war supposed to be tragedy and they're gonna bomb the Houthis, that mean in Yemen and these other places, meaning that the Americans gonna be feeling some kind of way to go to those places. Now that it's leaked that America was planning to bomb these terrorist groups, they tell you America now is in danger because now these groups can be wanting to take action for that or retaliate for that supposed text of the threat of bombing them. Do you get it, people? So this will keep the Americans at bay, nail down their foot right here in America from going somewhere else, at least in those regions where they claim the Houthi control, Yemen and all those other places. Do you get it? It's all a setup to nail you down. Bam.
Also this morning, we've now learned that a United Airlines flight that was headed to China from LA had to turn around and return back to the U.S. because one of the pilots forgot their passport.
You hear that, people? They was flying this United Airline all the way to China. And guess what? They have to turn around because the pilot forget his passport. What a fucking joke for the masses. Remember, they're trying to tell you that all of these countries have these tensions now. Of course, American pilot can't fly into China now without a passport. What a fucking joke for the masses. They're setting up all of these tensions, people, for everybody to stay in their own country and absorb anything that their government have to put on them. Listen.
It says the incident happened on Saturday with 257 passengers and 13 crew members on board. They were about 2 hours into the flight when the plane turned around and went to San Francisco. The flight landed in Shanghai about 6 hours behind schedule.
Of course, but hold on here, people. They skip out and tell you it landed in Shanghai 6 hours before schedule. But hold on here. I ask you a question. So when the pilot turned back to the U.S., 2 hours in the flight, turned back to the U.S., go back to San Francisco, what happened? He go back home to go get the passport? Stop it, man. So what happened? The people sit there and wait for him to go back home and get the passport, or he leave the passport at the airport. Stop it. It is all bullshit for the dumb masses. Okay, so listen to me. There is no protocol for these pilots, even though they can't go to another country without their passport. But nobody checked their passport going in. I'm just saying, people. Of course, that would be something that they have to have if they're going to fly internationally, just like you. You're going to fly internationally, you better have a passport. So what you trying to tell me, that the pilot was flying there and forget his passport? Where was it? How did he get on the plane to fly it? He going to China, people. That means he have to show a passport to the Americans. No? Okay, you try to go to China and see. You have to show the Americans a passport for you to leave America. Okay, so how did that happen, people? This is a hoax for the masses. A 100% hoax. And like I say, you turn back the plane 2 hours in the flight, and where you go San Francisco. He stop at his home to grab his passport. Dumb the hell on.
We're all shaking our heads.
They're laughing. It's a joke.
Yeah, and
you think they would check
to see if they have a passport before they get on the
plane. You see, they're mocking us, people. They just said the same thing that I just explained. Of course. Yes, they're going to have to show that passport because he's going to fly the fucking plane to China in another country. It requires for him to show his passport, period, before he can actually go around the wheel to supposedly fly the plane. So how did this happen? Let's listen.
Period.
Listen,
like the rest of us.
How many times have we forgotten things on our way to work?
Bullshit.
Yeah, but I didn't let us on the plane.
Bullshit.
All the time.
Bullshit.
Okay, yeah.
You can't polish that off. You can't polish that off, buddy. They should have checked if you have the passport because you're going to another country. Simple as that. Whether you're the pilot or not.
True.
Wow, they're gonna
But if you
laugh.
showed up to the airport without your passport on an international flight, they'd be like, no, ma'am.
Okay,
Go back home
exactly.
and get it. Yeah.
So how did the pilot pass? Don't tell me they don't have a checkpoint. They do. Just like they check into work, you check into work. Okay, so you believe that if it was you going to work, you could have piece of the thing, you could have forget something that your work require and still get to go on the work? Come on, people. This is bullshit for the masses right here. Like I say, they're building it up to show you not even the pilot can get over there because he ain't got his passport. You understand what it is, people? They're nailing you down. Bam.
The warning
Listen
came
to
as a
this.
shot across the bow to passengers on board the Queen Anne ship.
This
Queen
area
Anne.
is known for piracy threats.
Listen to this right here, people. Piracy. Go back again. Now, this was something that they was giving the masses some years ago, might be in 2016 or 15, where they claimed pirates was attacking these ships, taking over these boats and all of these pirates from Africa in the water. It's bullshit. All made up bullshit for the dumb masses. Now they're announcing it right here on this cruise ship about pirates. Beware of pirates. What a dumb shit for the masses. Pay attention to this.
The warning came as a shot across the bow to passengers on board the Queen Anne ship.
This area is known for piracy threats.
This area is known for piracy. Like I say, they're gonna nail your foot down. Later on, not even one of these cruise ships you can't go on. Just believe the mag bam. Later on, not even this gonna be available to take you to another country. Do you hear me? They're gonna have none of these flights or boats going to another country. That's what they're about to cut out. 100%
on a
in.
global voyage and passing
Global
through the Philippines when it issued precautionary measures
There you
in
go.
case of pirates.
We also request that you turn off your stateroom lights
Wow.
when not needed.
Can you believe that people even turn off your lights on the boat because they fear of pirates? Are you believing that, people? Wow. So what that gonna do to the people who actually plan to go on these cruises? They just spook them. You don't get it, man. These are things that the people see in movies, TV shows and all. Never encounter it for real. Because it is 100% bullshit as far as pirate taking over these cruise ships. It's bullshit. 100%. They even make a movie of one of them where they claim they capture a boat. One of them pirates capture a boat that was delivering goods and these things, and they make a movie out of it, people. You don't get it. All of it is made up shit about pirates.
Close the curtains of your stateroom window or balcony.
There you go.
Lily McGinley posted this video to TikTok that's now received almost 9 million views.
Of course, people, they're on the boat and they get that information and they post it on TikTok, get 9 million views right there on the money. Come on to get an interview in black and white for Freemasonry. The whole thing is a trickery. You best understand. Pay attention.
Any thought in your head like, there's no way that we have to be worried about pirates?
Wow.
There are people who were nervous. Of course.
The
When you
people
do
was
well
nervous. Like I say, people, they're scaring you right there about pirates. As you could see, this one with the orange pillow in the background. No coincidence. And this one have a lot of coding behind it with the black and white on.
You come across places like this. It's part of the adventure.
She also posted about the water cannons there for safety.
Water cannon for safety. What a joke, people.
Some passengers on the lookout using binoculars.
There is no way this is not a spook for the masses. But you're there watching with binoculars looking for pirates. What a joke for the masses. The pirates that they made up, people. Unbelievable dumb shit. Like I said, this gonna spook the people from going on these boats. You hear them talking about, oh, you can skip out the Donald Trump term. Oh, boats going out for 3-4 years. And then they're gonna catch you with the pirate bullshit. What you think gonna happen right there? They play too much in this world. That's what you need to understand. Pay attention here.
Cruise critic says that despite the apparent oddity of the situation,
see that, people?
It's not.
It's an icon, people. That's what they call the ship right there. Icons of the sea. Wow, what a joke for the people right there. And they come conning you right here about pirates. What a joke.
For concern.
While it might be scary for passengers on board a ship, particularly if they're not aware of geography or where they are, to hear an announcement like that, it actually is fairly common in certain areas of the world.
According to Cruise Critic, close to 50% of modern pirate attacks occur in East Asia and the Pacific, with a little more than a fifth in sub-Saharan Africa. Hotspots include the Gulf of Aden, the Singapore Strait, and the Sulu Sea.
Yes, people, and they're telling you that so you keep away from these areas. I'm not even playing. All of it is set up to nail down the people where they are. That's it. Like I tell you, they always tell you about these seas, how dangerous it is. By itself, they tell you Mother Nature is dangerous in that water, in these areas. You understand? So that's why they're trying to keep you from out of these waters. They have the cruise ship to carry you around, but they really don't want you on it. Same thing I tell you with the plane. They give you all of these planes and plane going here and there and here, and now they give you the agenda for you to stay off the plane. It might sound weird, but that's exactly what they're doing. Move. Take a listen to this right here, people. Europe Travel Advisory. Listen.
As Donald Trump prepares for the Chinese threat, Washington's allies are raising the alarm about Trump's America.
Listen to this, people. Look at this right here. Other people don't pay attention. I'm the one who put you on it. You know, I keep doing video on it and other people say, hey, Mag, you're a madman. Look at that right there, people. You see what that mean? Do you know what that sign mean? It mean no flying. I know when I say these things, it sound weird. It sound far-fetched. But I can spot our agenda from a mile, people. I never miss. I don't waste my time make videos. You understand? For nothing. All of it makes sense. Look at that right there, people. So this is what I've been telling you the whole time. Like I just show you the boat and they're talking about pirates. It's to spook the people from going on those trips. Okay, so pay attention with the European Travel Advisory right here. Against the US, like I told you it was coming. What did I tell you, people? I'm going to shut my mouth, man. What did I tell you? It's going to happen. And there you go right there in your face. So now you understand what I was saying. They're going to nail you down no matter where you're at in the world. You have to stay in your country. They're going to build up this big world war. Pay attention to this.
Denmark, Finland, Germany, and the United Kingdom. They've all issued travel advisories for the US.
Okay.
They're all warning their nationals from visiting the United States.
You see that, people? Just like I told you, it's gonna happen. I told you I never miss. Just exactly what I told you. And it's take its time until it comes right down to that. You see it right there, people? All of these countries gonna play like they have beef just to make you stay where you're at. Just believe it. Part of the American border being attacked are supposed to be corralled by all of these, American, what they would have called them, South Americans. Do you understand that? That's the reason why they do it, so they can have a problem with them. Or they have a problem with Venezuelan gangs and all of these things to build attention right there. They mention Mexico, they mention all of these problems with China and Canadians and all of these things, people. Just to keep you at bay. Whether you're American or you live anywhere around the world, you're going to be nailed down where you're at with all of these drama that they're putting on.
Trump's crackdown on immigration and transgender rights.
Oh, transgender rights? Okay, so the European is putting up a travel advisory, kind of like a ban against the American because of transgender. Take a listen.
European travelers, many of them were detained and deported by U.S. immigration officials.
There go your tension, people.
Of course, it's not just Europeans that are bracing for impact. Trump plans to deport more than 500,000 migrants. These are people from Cuba, Haiti, Nicaragua, and Venezuela. 500,000. He wants to send them back. They were living in the U.S. on humanitarian grounds.
They was living in America on humanitarian grounds. Most of those things, they call it a loophole. Humanitarian grounds and all of these things, refugees and all of these things, it's a damn loophole, and they put it out there so a lot of people can take advantage of it, and then later on they turn it around. Do you get it? That's what they're doing now. Listen.
Give them 1 month to pack their bags and leave. Here's our report.
Look, there go your liberty, people. Look at that shit right there. That scary motherfucker standing right there with his sun ray on the head and holding the torch. They even tell you France want it back because they claim they give America for some kind of gift. You hear what I say, people? That devil statue that's standing right there in New York. All destruction and the message that show you we living in hell. What is this shit we looking at?
Dream.
Wow.
A term coined by historian James Truslow Adams in
American
1931 was the driving factor for millions of people to flock to the United States.
So that's what it is, right? That person already declared that America is the land of dream and all of this and now all of a sudden now he calling in people to be in America. That's what trigger off people to come in America. It's because it's a Babylon system. And I don't care who mad, that's exactly what America playing in these times. Don't be dumb. They're playing Babylon, the city that everybody wants to be. They innovated, they're doing these things, they have all the things that everybody want. Right there in America, that's Babylon. Listen.
In pursuit of a better life.
Pursuit of a better life.
For decades, people from around the world gave it their all to enter the United States, and the dash for the dream.
Yes, because of what they was sold worldwide. That's why America becomes the destination, Babylon. And I told you before, they have those countries that was Babylon before. That was the spot everybody wants to be. Rome and them place. Egypt. You can go all the way back. Greece. All of them play Babylon in the past. And all Babylon system have to fall. Do you understand? The Babylon system is destruction. And it's gonna overboil over. And then all destruction spread. Do you understand that or not? That's what they call the destruction of the earth. And it's right now in full effect. For all who can't see it, pay attention here.
In recent years, with illegal migration...
See that all of this was by design. They let them in. They tell them to come in, people. They tell them to come in. You don't get it. The word on the street in these places is to come to America. Yes, we're going to let you in. And they was doing it, people. Letting these people in. They're just walking. And you say, here you go, piece of paperwork. Download this app. Oh, we will get to you. You can go here. Give us the address that you're going to be at. This, that. Oh, we're going to chuck you all the way or bus you all the way to the next side. All of it was planned. Remember, none of these people is going to be loose in America. All of them is tied to the system. 100%. So when you thought that these people was just running in America like they told you, it's bullshit. They let them in to a border, sign papers and everything. Promise them asylum and let them go in America. Why? So the Donald Trump could come and take them out. Because they do have attachment to them. They're tied to them. They have poles on them. They can't hide. They can't go nowhere. Remember, they want to be a citizen of America. And if you want to be, you have to keep in contact with these people. And that's how the Donald Trump gonna get to deport them and take credit for it. Do you get it? All of it was planned. With the Biden also, he's a part of the fucking world trickery. He just passed the foot on to the Donald Trump so they can continue this fuckery and the masses.
Record-breaking numbers.
Look at that. Why is that happening all of a sudden? The border was there the whole time, people. The U.S.-Mexico border was there the whole time, and all of a sudden, it's a route to come in America for everybody else. You believe that? One time, the only problem, they say, oh, it's just some Mexican coming across. But now, you have the border full up with all of these people from all over the world. What causes it, people? What start that new trend? You don't get it. It's all by design. They're the one who did it so that the Donald Trump could deport them, play big bad wolf and deport them. Do you get it or not? It's all set up for the dumb people right here.
Until Donald Trump returned to the White House.
There you go. And signing executive.
Trump has cracked down on migration with a heavy
He
hand.
was all by design, people, to make him look like he's strong and powerful. That's why they pull off the fake assassination with his ears get shut off. All of it is fakery.
Absolutely.
He has ordered the Immigration and Customs Enforcement,
What a
or ICE,
joke.
to detain and deport
What a
all
joke.
illegal migrants.
The one that they let in. What a joke. Why did you let them in?
There are currently over 11 million illegal migrants.
You see that they know the exact number. How would they know the number? Because they clock everybody that come in. They did it on purpose, people. If they clock everybody that come in, you know it's operation. Why did you let them in? Do you really believe that America was going to give all of these people road to citizenship? Come on, man. Who is these people? They don't even know them, supposedly. You can't live in America unless from another country, unless they check your belly and make sure you clean, police record and all. You're coming into that hole. You have all that paperwork. It is bullshit for the masses. All of it is.
Who are now staring at an uncertain future.
What a joke. What a joke.
But travel to the United States has become unsafe for valid visa
There you
holders
go.
as well.
There you go, people.
Denmark
Valid visa holders is not safe because they can revoke your visa right there in the airport. Listen.
England, the United Kingdom, Germany and
There you
Canada
go.
are warning their nationals about visiting Trump's America.
You listen? They're warning their citizens about visiting Trump's America. As you could see the red and blue right there, that's what represents America. What does that mean? The vision right there in your face.
They are urging travelers to strictly adhere to all rules for entry, and there's a reason for that.
Listen.
The warnings come after several European travelers were detained and deported by U.S.
You hear
immigration
that?
officials. But there's more.
They're gonna do the same thing in those countries to the Americans. 100% in the European countries gonna do the same thing to the Americans. They all planned it. The world government, that's what they plan. You see these leaders, they're making up these fake shit just to keep you at bay. You don't understand, people. It's gonna hurt you alone. Regular people alone
The
gonna feel it.
advisories also warn about the State Department's crackdown on trans rights.
Trans
Both
rights.
Denmark and
Wow.
Finland have flagged Trump's executive order recognizing only two genders
Wow.
and the removal of the non-binary X marker
So
on
you hear that, people? Wow. So the European countries is mad because when Donald Trump mentioned those things, and remember, those things is not going nowhere off the American agenda. That's a part of America. The transgenderism and all. So you best understand, they're just doing that to stir up shit. America is not abandoning transgenders. When they hear Trump come and talking about two genders and all of that, Him himself is a damn transgender. His wife is a transgender. That's what you need to understand. You really believe they're going against transgender? You dumb as a damn rock.
Passports.
Listen, it's just a stir up shit.
Meanwhile, Canada, Britain and Germany reported that their nationals were arrested and deported by ICE agents who cited visa violations.
What a joke.
But reports suggest that some detentions were based on phone messages being critical of Trump and social...
Yeah, that people phone messages. Just like I show you with their claim that woman was coming from somewhere in the Middle East, Saudi Arabia or something, and it's a supposed doctor. But they didn't let her in because she have some pictures of the terrorists in her phone. They check her phone because she coming to the airport coming from another country. Now her phone, her privacy, gonna get checked on. So they find terrorist photos in there. And they tell you that shit for a reason. So now, don't ask why you're getting digged down coming into America. Because they're telling you that somebody was having terrorists in their phone. So next thing, we need to check everybody's phone to see if they have terrorists or any kind of activity in there. Or you send some kind of message that go against Donald Trump and all of these things. Now they have to check your phone. What I tell you people, you don't get it. And all of these countries that you hear America going back and forth with, you can go there later on and they can't come here.
Media support for pro-Hamas protests in the United States.
There you go, people. Pro-Hamas
a travel
protests.
advisory for the United States is not
the same man, people, Donald Trump, that they claim is bringing forth freedom of speech. Actually, somebody was arguing with me about it when I mentioned it. That yes, you feel like you got freedom of speech because Donald Trump mentioned it. He's just going to put a damn tape over your mouth. Do you understand? And you've seen it happening with somebody said it. The other day they claimed somebody say, you know, they pray to Jesus that Donald Trump get executed. They lock up that person. That's what they tell you. That person is in big violation because he praying to a Jesus for Donald Trump to get executed. He violated. Do you get it? Along with the same guy. This is the same guy who want you to exercise freedom of speech, but you can't go against him in the freedom of speech. Is that dumb? He playing dictator on the masses. Listen.
However, it was majorly issued for gun violence. But this time the threat is deportations.
You hear that?
And it's not just Europeans who are facing the heat.
There you go. What gonna happen now?
Because
The experiment and the
Trump plans to carry
closing.
out the largest single operation deportation yet. The White House is ending the legal status of more than 500,000 migrants from Cuba, Haiti, Nicaragua, and Venezuela. The
Look
U.S.
at this
Department
right
of
here.
Homeland
Look at
Security
this.
has
What is this right here they're showing you? Them leading one man, that big old cargo plane. People, this is stupid shit for the masses. All of it is. There are photos and videos where they're showing them holding them down and they lean down to the side. All of it is a show. 100% made up shit for the
ended the
masses.
Humanitarian parole program
What
for
a joke
select
about parole
countries.
program. It's a bullshit.
This program allows people to temporarily enter the United States for humanitarian reasons. And it allows the asylum seekers to legally reside and work in the country for 2 years.
There you go. They're taking
It's
that
the
back.
same program that allowed entry to current Secretary of State Marco Rubio's parents into the United States.
Yes, and all of these things that they sell you, hoax tied to it. That's what you need to understand. All of these sodomites that they bring to you, none of them is real. Listen.
In 1956. But times have changed, and the parole seekers from Cuba, Haiti, Nicaragua, and Venezuela will now have to leave the United States.
Take a look at this.
The Trump administration has given them a 30-day ultimatum. Immigration officials cite that only those migrants who have overstayed their parole are being sent back, and that the program is not being scrapped for now. Cuba, Haiti, and Venezuela have begun accepting the deportations.
Listen.
And today we are...
All of them is in cahoots. All the world government is tied together, people. Of course, they're going to accept the deportation. Of course, they have to accept it. You don't get it, people. It's just to stop the whole wide world. World war at its best right here with all the countries. Supposing we put more restriction on the next country. You're going to see the result. Bam.
The Trump administration's crackdown on immigration is impacting visa and green card holders, and in some cases, tourists.
Listen
a number of European and Canadian tourists, including this woman from Vancouver, claim they were stopped at U.S. border.
Look at this right here. They're hugging in the airport, and they have this story for the masses. The same one who hugging right there, coming from Vancouver and get turned back. Pay attention to this.
And detained at immigration
all
facilities
fake shit made up
for days
TV.
or weeks. They say without good reason. And some
Detained
countries
for
have
days or
updated
weeks.
travel advisories to the U.S.
Listen.
With Germany emphasizing to its citizens
Go back.
and detained at
Listen
immigration
to this.
facilities for days.
Listen to what they're telling you, the rest of the world taking action against Americans. Pay attention. Just like they show you Donald Trump taking action against these countries. Like I said, it only gonna affect the regular people, not those government sodomites.
Weeks.
Listen.
They say without good reason. And some countries have updated travel advisories to the U.S.
You hear that?
With Germany emphasizing to its citizens that a visa or entry waiver will not guarantee entry.
You hear that, people? Because they're trying to tell you, people, these countries is tighten up on Americans and America tighten up on them. So that means you have to stay at bay. You see the plan? Listen some
Even
more.
the UK recently added a warning to
There
its
you go.
travel advisory, saying that anyone found breaking U.S. entry rules could face arrest or detention.
You see that right
Let's
there?
bring in Kate Lincoln Goldfinch now. She's an immigration attorney and the managing partner of Lincoln Goldfinch
Unbelievable,
Law, joining
people.
us from Austin, Texas. Great to have you with us. Let's just start with someone entering the country who's a permanent resident. How are their rights different than citizens returning to the U.S.?
Well, both citizens and permanent residents have way more rights than visa holders. For example, a permanent resident can't have their status just revoked at the airport. But if they've been out for too long, or if they have a criminal history, or if they've engaged in certain protest behaviors as of late, they could definitely
if they involve in protest behavior at late, meaning that if they protest, like they tell you about, you know, these Middle East bullshit that's going on, they claim people is pro-Palestine and they're protesting, and if they have any kind of, you know, what you would have say, thoughts to these things right here, they're in violation. So they might not be let into America because of their views. Listen to this.
To secondary inspection and questioned, and maybe even have their actual physical card taken away, but only a judge can order their status revoked or abandoned. That won't be ordered at the airport, but they definitely can be sent to secondary inspection and maybe even detained.
And what is the general advice you have for anyone entering the U.S. right now on a tourist visa, as far as what they should and shouldn't say when they're being asked questions by
they should and
immigration
shouldn't
officials?
say. Listen, people.
So visas have a point of approval at the U.S. Embassy or consulate abroad, or they have a visa waiver program. But every time a visa holder enters the country, it's a new application for admission. And CBP officers can approve or deny or detain that person. So people need to understand what the parameters of their visas are. For example, on a tourist visa, you're not permitted to work. And some European travelers have tried to come in.
All of these things gonna show up now, people. All of these problems about the traveling, you traveling to other countries and other people flying to where you live at your country. Do you understand what I'm saying here, people? This is what they're storing up around the world, so nobody can travel. You see the plane mishaps and everything. You see all that. That's also in it. You see them supposedly have people missing from America all over the world. They're missing and dead, and all of these things happen. Kidnapping, people just dying homes, just mischievously dead. All of these things is to keep you at bay. They're talking about cruise ship now, prone for pirates. All of these things, people. The plane gonna crash, the ship gonna have pirate. What you gonna do? How you gonna move around? It's coming, people. It's coming closer. This agenda right here, with them keeping you at bay no matter where you're from. Yes, another mag, bam, I'm gone.